Share what we love what we do. Come on, sing it with me. It doesn't get much better. Step it out together. Share what we love what we do. Our life is good.
It's so good.
Sharing it with the world.
Hi everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, Stampin' Stampede, and today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to do a reflection technique. And what you'll need for this is your silicone mat. Now if you don't have a silicone mat, this technique works just as well with a piece of acetate. If you're doing the mirror image, again you could use this technique as well. You can have a look at my previous video on the mirror technique, which I prefer to use this one for. But for the reflection technique, I do want it to be really quite subtle in there. So I'm going to show you what you'll need is your Memento ink, and I've also got the Beautiful Moments stamp set, and I've got my girls ready to go. And what I'm going to do, you'll also need a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I've cut this just to a layer size because you can trim this down so it's not vital, but just allow for that reflection. So you're going to ink up and then positioning. Now I like to bring my stamp down a little bit because when I'm doing the reflection, I don't always want a full reflection, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Ink up now, again for a second time. This time just gently press onto the acetate. Just need to be careful with the acetate. Sometimes it can be a little slippery. What I've got my image here now, just turn it over, and what I'm doing is just lining up a little bit of their feet and the water. Position that, rubbing that, and then you can get your bone folder as well just to press that down. And then lift that up carefully, and there you have the reflection technique, and you can use your chamois to go and clean that. And then for the colouring, what I have done is I just take my, just get that ink out of the way. What I'm going to do is actually just come in with a little bit of Pear Pizzazz, and I just want to squeeze my ink pad a little into the palette area just to get some ink. And then just take a little bit, it's got a fair amount of water in there, which is what I want, and I'm just going to brush it along here and then just feed it out a little bit. So I don't want too much there, it's just to highlight that edge. And then what I'm going to do is grab my blending brushes, and I have one for each of the colours, so I'm not too fussed with how it looks, but what I'm going to do is this one is just coming down here to add a little bit of colour here for my my water. And then you can actually come in with a few, I just want a little bit of a sandy sort of look. So I'm just going to take some of my ink that I've got that's already just still left on my blending brushes. So I'm just going to go around, add that into there, and then you can also add some sky as well. So do that, and then you can also, just come back in with a little bit of the blue, just for a little bit of sky there. And what I have done here with the girls is I've used some paper piecing. So I've actually stamped the girls onto a piece of designer series paper and then fussy cut just inside the line so that the girls are actually wearing some clothes. But if you want that tutorial, it's on the previous ones on this YouTube channel as well. So there we go, that is our reflection technique. So have a go at it and let me know how you think and what you think of this technique. Okay, bye.
Share what we love what we do.